and welcome to another episode of Chopping Samples in Koala with me, your host, Bird Boss. This week, I've got a sample. Let's load it up. I like these pianos, but it's not what I'm going for. Let's put the choke on one. Ooh. All right, I got to clean up those chops, but that's a very good start. Let's say our BPM, no, not 110. Let's drop it down to I do you. All right, let's lay down some drums first. I'm going to go to samples. Stolen Drums just dropped this over the holidays at some point. It's called A Box of Breaks, so ooh, that sounds nice already with that sample. I'm keeping the sample in mind and just looking for like drums that could kind of match that vibe a little bit. Ooh. That's a nice snare. I like that. The hi-hat of that. All right, and that's a clean snare there. All right, so a technique I use a lot on this channel in different samplers too is you see this kick has a hi-hat on the end of it. So when I lay that down, it's also going to be laying down a hi-hat. So the idea is when I lay down an individual hi-hat, now I'm going to have this sort of off kilter groove, and it's going to make the whole hi-hat pattern a little less robotic and a little more, kind of groovy. So let's see. Ooh. This one, I'll just take the kick, filter out the high end. We'll just use tone for now. All right, the drums are sounding groovy. Let's go back to the sample and let's see how we can fit all this together here. Sometimes you gotta like bob and weave your own track. It's part of the process. Very rarely will it ever sound good right from the start. So if you're making a beat alongside me, like don't be afraid if it sounds bad, if it sounds ugly. Like that's okay. We're gonna get there. Why do you? Why do you? Why do you? Why do you? I love that why do you vocal stab, but I wanted kind of like some variation. So I've gone ahead and used split stems to remove the vocals off of it and kind of re-chopped it. So like it kind of sounds like this. I do you. I do you. All right, so let's get something here. Let's use this bass from the sample. Let's go to the mix. All right, now, bass. Let's send bass to bus B so that bass is on B. Nice and easy to remember. Let's do all the samples on A. Drums will be on D. Where are the drums? I think they're already on D. Let's go to mixer. Let's start with the levels. I want to compress this a little bit. I like to use the utility to bring volume up sometimes, so And I want to make that mono actually. And I really like to just kind of sculpt it in my headphones. Like you can go into meter and see where your beat is hitting the most. And, you know, adjust it accordingly. For the drums, I like to add a little bit of reverb, also known as free verb. Here's how I sculpt it. Solo it out. Go all the way wet. And now let's see. Hold on. And then turn the size down. Once you have it sounding how you like, bring this bottom one down. And just mix it. And I'm also add that to here's a question I have for the community. How do you copy this free verb into another slot? Okay, now let's go into main. Let's turn compressor, makeup. I'm gonna put the compressor second to last, and then I'm gonna add a limiter too. Let's go to bit cooker. Go to bit cooker, turn it down to like 16. That might be a little bit much. Go to warble. Wow. And then go back into the original effects. Hit hold. A little reverb. You can go back to the limiter too and kind of turn it up if it's not peaking. There we go. And there you have it, a sort of very self-sustained, self-contained beat. You know, we got the bass line and the sample chops off of the sample. The drums was a drum break or two, you know, kind of just put it all together. There's many ways to support the channel. You can give a super like. You can buy something off my Bandcamp. You can make a donation on Cash App. If you're liking the vibes in the videos, I would definitely recommend checking out my Patreon. It's $5 a month. I have a lot of great content planned for it, or things that I'm kind of trying out that is not ready yet for YouTube. The Patreon is going to be kind of like the home base to catch all the new things that I'm working on. Woo, perfect time. I just finished.
Oh, I love that you took the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
I got you some lentil soup if you're interested.
45 minutes exactly. Where'd you get me lentil soup from? Nice. Perfect. I'm hungry. And I just turned the oven just hit the temperature, so.
I figured if you didn't want it, I'd eat it tomorrow.
How was the walk?
Good. It's brisky, but.
Oh, I have to do one more last thing. There's nothing left to do but hit play. Peace. There's nothing left to do but hit play. Peace. One of those would be good.
Full of people, you won't feel so alone. Cause everybody's head won't be buried in their phones. Record stores will reopen, a stream dub it. When you buy an album, you can actually touch it. Go to the movie theater, enjoy the best flicks instead of depreciation on Netflix. Nah, I ain't stuck in the past. Put on your seatbelt. Imagine if the internet crashed. You would have to go back to being yourself instead of trying to be somebody else. Instead of just talking, rappers will put their thoughts into bars. No more GoFundMe. Go find a job. Some people will no longer be celebrities. No more Facebook beef, less enemies. Pop Smoke will probably still be with us, cause they wouldn't have seen his location on social media. Even if it's just for a day, how would the world be if they took the internet away?